Oh, here we go. We're ready. Alright. Um, I think that's always live before its time. Anyway, so the question is why in Victoria was, like the authority, as in police, premier, everybody, um, so much stronger and not other states this year. So this year in Victoria, so all I can do is, hi Sandra, all I can do is explain it to you. I think I need to bring it closer. So what I need to do is explain to you what we call the basic low shoe. Okay, so the basic low shoe, which you know as the bagua, I'm just making these darker for you. Okay, so what you know as the bagua, and there they are the numbers. Okay, so these numbers are what when we go and look at a home, I start off with this square, but I don't start off with these numbers. So these numbers are what we call the basic, which is there all the time, and it's there all the time because it is what started off the beginning of it, okay, of all of this. Now, some people use this as what's called the bagua, and they will say, oh, this is your fame and this is your career. And no, that's bullshit. And you got to stop doing this, guys. You know it doesn't work. And you know that it is only for the house of the dead, not the house of the living. So stop doing that for those of you that are, you're bloody wrong. That's the thing. So what we do then is we take this that is permanently there always, but there are 5 numbers in every square. So there are numbers in each. And why this year, why Victoria this year so bad, the authority thing? So firstly, in the southeast, that's where Victoria is, that's Melbourne. And this is what we call the 4. Now the 4 is a wood element, and that wood element is permanently there. So that wood element in the southeast is wood that grows. It's wood once you chop it down. It's wood as in fiber. It's wood as in hanging noose. Okay? So that hanging noose, why suddenly this year it went the way it did? Well, it did that because this year, I don't know if you can see that properly, this is a 6 for the year. So the 6 is everybody at the top, everybody above you. It can be a boss, it can be parents, it can be whatever. And you're in the southeast because we are living in Victoria, and here I am in Melbourne. So what this does, because this is a metal element, this is a wood element, what ends up happening is the metal cuts down the wood. It also means those at the top are going to hang themselves. Yes, they're going to hang themselves, meaning they are putting the noose around, yes, the people, but around their own necks. So that's what it means. And that's why the authority at the top was so bad. You know who I'm talking about. Everybody at the top was so bad, especially here in Victoria, because they are trying to cut the noose so they don't hang themselves, but they are going to hang themselves. So when February the 4th comes along, is this authority going to be strong? No, the authority is not going to be strong because this number is no longer that. It actually changes. The energy totally changes. And this becomes, elementally, this becomes a 5. So that 5 is difficulty, obstacles, and destruction. So the difficulty and the obstacles and the destruction of Victoria actually has already started. So this is why I say to you, by December you will know that the year is already here. It's already, so now you already know, okay, you're allowed to actually now take your mask off in the gym and this and this and this. Yeah, so, that sort of stuff. So for this authority that is still here though, even though this has come in, that authority that is still here till February 4. So until February 4, you will be controlled. Okay, so when March comes along, you will either find out that you've been destroyed, you've been this, and you were not growing in 2020, you weren't growing, but now this earth feeds the wood. So the wood, what it does is puts its roots into the earth and keeps it together. Okay, so elementally, from a trigram point of view, from the numbers point of view of what the year is, what the basic does. So these guys then, that wood puts its roots into the earth and tries to stop the earth from destroying, from eroding, from falling apart under you, because we are on earth, okay? And so what we then do, yes, the energy is difficulty, obstacles and destruction. You're going to take care of that in your home, okay? And then we're going to take care of that because the universe will kind of put something there to show us that you can still grow from all this difficulty, all these obstacles, all this destruction. You will find a way to grow. So the person at the top that was actually telling you and cutting you down, the metal cutting you down all of 2020 until February 4, they no longer have that, and something else has to step in because the destruction, the difficulty, and the bankruptcy is too high. And so what people then do is, because this earth comes in with this wood, you have to start from the ground back up. And that's what you've got to do. So elementally, everybody or most people will then start from the ground, back up, rebuilding as the earth does, as wood. Wood is about the tree growing and expanding. So rebuilding, redoing whatever you've got to do. And that's why mostly this year was the way it is. Plus, the person we have at the top here in Victoria is earth on earth, and nothing can budge it. The thing is with this earth on earth, it doesn't want to be told, and it can't be told. And so what ends up happening is, if I said, stop doing that, you're being stupid, he will do it in spite of me saying that. That is who he is. You can't change that. But just know that you've got to start all over again from the bottom up. Okay. So a lot of people have been calling me for a consult, etc. And will it help them through next year? Well, I can tell you this much, that a consult will help you find the way for next year. Whether you have it this year, or we're kind of out of this year already. Next year, whether you have, you start the year, January, you have a consult or you have a reading, so you know where you are going. Now, for those of you that have already had readings and just woke up to what the reading is saying to you, yeah, I've got people that had a reading 10 years ago and they just listened to it and realized I said everything that's happened. Guys, I don't make this stuff up. If it's not in your chart, I don't say it. Okay. So in their chart, it said, if this does not happen, then it's got to do with your home. So now they're doing their home 10 years later. So don't wait 10 years. Yes, you can call me. I can tell you what I have on offer for the year. But let me tell you, most people will be starting from scratch, from the earth and building up that way, expanding. Now this earth is not totally fertile. So again, how can I help with that? I can look at your chart to see where you're supposed to be and where you're not supposed to be and what is going on for you. For your home, it has to be done. Your choice, whether you're worth that or not. That's really as far as I can go with that. So if your destiny happens to be great, fantastic. If your destiny is great and your home is great, seriously, effortless living. Who doesn't want that? but this is what is going to happen. And so for those that want to know, all right, then what's going on in the rest of the world, so the center then is the 6. So the center, wherever the center is, in Australia, we all know where it is. It's in the center. It's, red, all that. It's the center. So that center will have authority issues. So that center next year, when it has authority issues, it will be because they've cut all those trees down. It will be because they have not honoured or respected what is actually happening to their land. Well, the people at the top haven't honoured or respected what is happening to their land. So they are in trouble. They are there and they're going to destroy themselves. The people that are in authority, that made the rules about the people at the top. So whether you're a premier here or a premier here, if you've made that rule, then you will know about it, because you will have difficulty and obstacles trying to make another decision. And of course, most of the pruning was done in Victoria, or in that area of Victoria, the outer area of it, cutting down trees that should never have been cut down. Why? Because he wanted to build a road. And how did they do it? They made sure everybody was in lockdown, etc., etc. So, yeah, I don't want to go on about that. Hi, Marga. So, but this is why we have been hung, left out to dry. And who was it? That's who it was. Okay, so the person at the top. And next year, we could all go bankrupt if we don't pull our heads in and just keep on that positive note. And when I say positive note, I will send you, I will put up an event. Now that I said event, they'll probably be event for the 21st, for the summer solstice, which is also planets coming together, which the star and all of that, which has not happened for 800 years. 800 years, if you think about it, that was, what happened to Christ. And, he was kicked, this, that, came back, and look what happened. So you will all be starting from scratch. So why not start from scratch, knowing what you can and can't do, and doing it in a home where it's effortless living. Okay, that's it. All right. I will come back later, and fingers crossed I can do for the week. All right. Thank you for the questions.